Hello everybody, welcome to Coco's Crochet. I'm Litza and this is our hashtag Birthstones Cow 2025. We're going to showcase everybody's makes for February, which was the Birthstone Amethyst. Absolutely love that color range, purple of course. And I've got so many of your makes to showcase. There were 40 entries and some had multiple entries within those entries. So grab yourself something to drink. I have a cup of coffee here on the side. Sit back and relax while I talk to you about the cow. In case you're new, welcome today. There's still plenty of time to join in. We've only got 2 months already done out of 12 because this is a year-long cow. So basically, a few months ago, late last year, I approached our lovely friend Rose at Rose Likes Crochet because as we all know, she is the stitch marker queen. She makes beautiful stitch markers and you can see them all in her Etsy store. So please go and, have a look for yourself. Like a few items, I'm sure that you will be dazzled by all of those beautiful stitch markers there. But I asked Rose to make us a set with the 12 different birthstones so that we can have this cow. What prompted that? This is my 6-0 birth year. So the big 6-0 this year, and I thought I'd do something with all of my yarny friends, and who doesn't love a stitch marker, right? So there is a set of 4 stitch markers, and included in those 4 will be, of course, the birthstone for each month. Now let me show you what's up for grabs for February. So here we go here, guys. So there's this gorgeous little set here. Of course, there's a Coco dog in there as well, a little Pomeranian, a little paw over there, and a little yarn ball. And of course, the stone for the month. So basically, all you need to do to enter is send in a make. It can be anything. It can be a year-long project like I'm doing. I'm putting together a blanket, or it could be standalone pieces for each and every month. It might be amigurumi. It could be, anything. It doesn't really matter. Some people are using this cowl as a great opportunity to put together a lot of their donation makes. Some people, you'll see here, like there's so much variety out there. Some people are just making it towards a Christmas gift or, putting together a nice blanket. As I said, for myself, I'm going to put one with 16 squares together, and I'll show you my blanket in just a moment. So please, do not hesitate to join us if this is your first time, that you're seeing this cow. Otherwise, there are so many of us that are having so much fun with it already. Now, last month, the winner of the stitch markers was Corinne, and I'm happy to report she's received them, and she was very, very happy with them. Of course she was. I'm not surprised there at all. So thank you, Rose, for shipping those off to Corinne for us. Now, for this month, we're going to talk about the birthstone at the end. First, I'm going to showcase everybody's makes. And in here, you can see that I have a little barrel, a bingo barrel with all the little balls in there. It is very noisy, guys. We're going to use this to choose our winner, but it won't be today. Reason being, I'm terrified of missing out like somebody's name. So please, if your name doesn't come up today, please contact me via emails straight away, and I will wait maybe 5 days. So by the end of the week, maybe Friday, I will actually draw the winner. Now everybody has been allocated a number, and I will show you your name with your color and your letter and your number, so everybody knows what their number is. And then we will add anybody else if I've missed anyone. And I apologize if I have in advance. As I always say, guys, I'm only human, so please forgive me. Now, everybody and anybody that celebrated your birthday in February, I hope you had an amazing time. Wishing each and every one of you a healthy and happy year filled with wonder and joy and love. That's all we want for each other, and of course, good health. So if I missed anyone along the way, I apologize once again, but I am catching up with emails. But out loud here, we're all saying hip hip hooray to all of you. Now, I am making a blanket. So I'll show you my blanket first before I show you everybody else's. Now let me put this beautiful set of stitch markers on the side because I would not want to damage them at all. So let's pop that down as well. So I am using blanket yarn for 2 reasons. First of all, I love blanket yarn, and second of all, it had to be blanket yarn. Rose and I absolutely love using with that fiber, so it was a no-brainer for me. And I'm making sunburst granny squares. Now I love this pattern so much that I've used it in so many makes this year, but that's okay. I think it's going to be like the square of the year for me. So here it is here. There's the amethyst one. And because I'm using 16 squares, I've used these beautiful jewel tones for the 4 border squares. Oh, that's a bit wonky. How pretty is that, guys? I think those colors are going to bring all the other colors together. And I am joining as I go. So all my squares now, so this is my top row, have all been joined in. Not sure if I've got it backwards, probably knowing me, but there you go. So you can see that mine is actually going to be a lovely size and very warm blanket. And yes, this one is for me. I'm keeping it. I have made other blankets for charities, but I can't give this one away. I absolutely love it. So let me pop that one to the side because, guys, we need to get started. As I said, I have 40 names here, which is so amazing. Look at this, guys. Awesome, right? And here I have all of your names, so I'm going to show them to you. I don't need to pop them anywhere because, you know, like I said, everyone's been allocated a ball from the bingo barrel. I'm so excited to use that. But for today, I'm even more excited to show you everybody's makes. And then at the very end, we'll talk about March's birthstone because then we can get started on our projects. Okay, so our very, very first make comes to us from our friend KK at K&K Crochet. Now, I have to say that I absolutely love this Premier Fruit Rolls yarn. The colours are amazing. Now, KK crocheted a beanie using the half double crochet, US terminology, in the back loop. And the hat is worked from side to side, like in a rectangle shape. And then it is seamed up, so sewed up and then gathered at the top. And that's how you make the beanie. Absolutely gorgeous. Thank you so much, KK, for sending that in to us. And here is your name. I've got my little stickers here. So there's your name here. So you're green 065. Oh my goodness, 65 is my birth year. Okay, so our friend Aussie Sandy, she says, so here is Sandy's little amethyst bear. Now he's a trauma bear for Sandy's sister-in-law's charity. So what Sandy's doing every month, she's using the colour inspiration from the birthstone to make another little trauma teddy. And I just love his little face. Did you all see him? He's so adorable. Now, Sandy, this is you here. So you are Blue G46. You know what, I really want to be a bingo caller one day. I always thought that would be a lot of fun, but I better stop now because we've got too much to go through. Now, our friend Lynn at Lynn Penguins Creations, her February square is here with a little purple heart in the middle. And I just think they're so pretty, those heart squares. And I have made a few in the past and I know how much work they are. Now, the black around it really makes the colours pop, doesn't it? So thank you so much for sending that in to us, Lynn. And now you are Red Eye 23. I love that. Now, Lynn also made this very cute little amigurumi owl, and I think there's 3 little amigurumi hearts there as well. So she's added those to her February makes with those beautiful, beautiful purple colours in there. Thank you so much, Lynn. Now, our friend Annette is making a blanket, and each month she's using the color inspiration to make the purple, like the circle in the middle, which is like represents the gemstone. So I absolutely love the purple in this blanket. And then she's put white all the way around it. I think that he makes it look very, very pretty. So thank you so much, Annette, for sending in your beautiful square for February. I am loving February. Of course, like I said, it's all the purples. Now, Annette, your ball is white B6. Okay, so next we have our friend Valerie, Valerie H. Now, Valerie crocheted a plastic bag holder, and you'll see there are 2 photos because I just couldn't fit it, the whole bag in one photo. So I've done the top and the bottom. The yarn that Valerie used is Red Heart Dark Orchid, and I absolutely love this color. And the YouTube tutorial is from MNOPXS2. So thank you so much, Valerie, for sending in your little bag holder. What a great idea. I have to say, I might have to make myself one because I've just got a ratty old bag holding all of my plastic bags in them. So Valerie, your ball is white B7. There you go. Nice and big, those sticky notes, aren't they? So we can't miss them. Now, our friend Julie at KS Mum Crochets, she is crocheting a blanket, and each and every month she's adding another few rows to it. So by the end of it, she'll have 12 stripes in her blanket. Now look at how pretty this stitch or collection of stitches are. I especially like the purple, of course, guys. So thank you, Julie, for sending in your beautiful blanket to us. And your ball is yellow, N31. There you go. Now our friend Laura P has used red heart in the color amethyst. I said to her when she sent me the photo in that it reminds me of the Cadbury's chocolate wrappers. It's such a beautiful purple. Laura is putting a black border around each square and is planning to put solid black squares amongst her blanket as well, just to make it look, a little bit bigger. And I think it will look absolutely gorgeous. So thank you so much, Laura, for sending in your squares. Now, Laura, your ball is green, O66. There you go. Now, next we have our friend Jean B. Now, Jean made a purple flower gnome. Oh my goodness, is he not cuteness overload, guys? Seriously. Jean used a 4mm clover hook and velvet yarn, which she purchased from her local discount shop. He is adorable. Now, Jean, your ball is yellow, N33. There you go. Now our friend Nat, she uses some Temu yarn that she had purchased for both the birthstone in the middle, the little color in the middle, and they're from these tiny little balls, she told us, that she didn't know what else to do with them. And then she has a brown border, again using Temu yarn, and she is using a 4mm hook. I think that the brown border is so pretty, guys, and I normally gravitate to black or white. I would never have thought to use brown, so absolutely gorgeous. Now, Nat, your number, or your ball, I should say, is green, O67. There you go. Now, our friend Pearl crocheted a beanie and a scarf set using loops and threads mixed up acrylic blend yarn. So mixed up is the type of yarn. The colorway is Passion Flower, and I absolutely love it. I think it's gorgeous. Now, Pearl says that the yarn has too many different textures that were not kind on her fingers. I'm sorry to hear that, but she does admit that it is very pretty, which I totally agree with. So Pearl, your ball is white, B5. Now, our friend Sharon K, she used some Spotlight Spot Saver in the color violet for the heart and white for the border, and a 5mm hook to make this very pretty square. Sharon has decided to add plain colored squares in between the hearts to make a larger blanket, which I think is a great idea. This is why I added 4 corner squares in mine as well. So Sharon, thank you so much for sending in your squares and sharing what your idea is for your finished blanket, which I can't wait to see everyone's finished projects. Now, Sharon, your ball is blue G52. Now, our friend Julianne, she used Red Heart Super Saver yarn from her stash to crochet this super cute snake in all the amethyst colors, because the amethyst stone ranges in colors, as we know, shades of purple, and I absolutely love his red tongue. So thank you so much, Julianne, for sending him in to us. Now, your ball is red I20. There you go. Now, our friend Shirley, she sent in her amethyst snowflake square. Now, purple happens to be Shirley's favorite number, and February is her birth month. So you're one lucky lady there, Miss Shirley. I absolutely love that. I kind of hope that I was born in February, so I would have the purple amethyst, birthstone as well. So Shirley says that she has changed the original border to a granny square cluster, so from the original pattern. Each square is about 8 inches, and Shirley says she's still deciding if she's going to make 2 of each square or add another 12 colors in there. Wow, 24 different colors. That would be amazing. But 2 of each would be pretty cool too. So thank you so much, Shirley, for sharing your square and your thoughts with us. We all have to wait until the end to see what you decide. Now, Shirley, your ball is white B1. There are no purple balls in there. Now, our friend Vicky D crocheted this very pretty dress using Crystal from Bag O Day's Little Doll on the Prairie YouTube tutorial. Isn't it adorable? And then Vicky also sent in Megan sporting her new purple and pink coat by All My Crochet on YouTube. Now Vicky used an H, a K and a G hook. Absolutely gorgeous, and I think that that coat is definitely a fashion statement. So thank you so much, Vicky, for sending in your makes to us. Now your ball is green 062. There you go. Now our friend Valerie, this is so cute. Valerie has sent in Clover the Bunny, and he's hunting for carrots, but he only found one. Well, I think that's better than none, right? So Valerie used a YouTube tutorial by Sharon Ojala, and Valerie made up the basket and carrot pattern herself. Now Valerie also, Valerie R, also crocheted this super beautiful mermaid tail blanket for her granddaughter upon request by her granddaughter. The YouTube tutorial is by B Hooked Crochet. Valerie did use Stylecraft Special Aran yarn, so that's like a spot saver. I think it's like a 10 ply or a worsted weight. And of course, Valerie's granddaughter loves her mermaid tail blanket. So thank you so much, Valerie, for sharing them with us. Your ball is yellow N35. There you go. Now our friend Kimberly, or Kim, is crocheting Sunburst Granny Squares. I love them. We all know that, don't we? So, you know, we are like-minded here. So Kim used I Love This yarn in the color purple with a 5mm hook for her square. Absolutely gorgeous. And Kim, your ball is, let me get it off my little pad here, green 068. Now our friend Alley Cat made two makes for the month of February for her amethyst makes, and they are both super cute. Now the first one is a donut from a magazine that she has, and I thought I would just add that I would enjoy eating this donut. The only thing that I would do is probably take away the eyes, because I do not like my food looking at me, but he is super, super cute. I love your color choices. Now the second one is a little hedgehog fidget, which I think is so cute. I haven't made him as yet. I would love to. And Alley Cat did use a lot of the violet and purple coloured beads on him. So thank you so much, Alley Cat, for sending them in to us. Now your ball is yellow N37. Now our friend Kristen G is doing a textured cabin throw, and she's adding a few rows of each birthstone's colour every month. And until it grows, you know, after 12 months. Now, I've never done that pattern before, that stitch. It's absolutely beautiful and looks so nice and warm. I'm wondering, though, if it's a yarn eater. Let us know, Kristen. So thank you for sending that in to us. We're, you know, going to be watching it grow each month. Now, Kristen, your ball is white B8. Now our friend Liza has sent in Percy the Puffin. The pattern is from Inside Crochet magazine, and let's be real, guys, Percy is seriously super cute, right? So thank you, Liza, for sending Percy in to us. Your ball is white B3. Now our friend Jana Kay from Faith Flourish Fibre, I hope I got that right, Jana Kay, crocheted this very pretty and warm beanie using Premier Chunky Bloom yarn. The pattern is a rectangle made by half double crochets, US terminology, in the back loop, and then sewing it up and then cinching it up the top. Very, very pretty yarn, Jana Kay. Thank you so much for sending that in to us. And your ball is red I21. Now our friend Valerie V has sent in 4 makes for us. I absolutely love this. So Margaret says, I hope I said the right name. It's Margaret V. Margaret was on a roll, she tells us, as this was her birthday month. I absolutely love that, Margaret. I hope you had a wonderful birthday party. Now the first one is a chicken in a spotlight pattern called Stallion Crochet Chook. I just love him. I don't know what it is about chickens, guys. I love them. I think we all do, right? Now, Margaret used a 5.5mm hook, yarn bead 4-weight yarn in the colors Hot Grape, Violet, and for the legs, Crafter's Secret cotton in Purple Confetti. Absolutely gorgeous. Now, the second the second make is the bunny, and he's a pattern called Floppy Crochet Bunny Snuggle Bunny by One Dog Wolf. Margaret used a 4mm hook and Premier Just Chenille yarn. Absolutely gorgeous. Now, number 3, you'll love this one. The Alien Love Bug is a pattern by Crochet Jolly on Instagram. Margaret used a 3.5mm hook, 9mm safety eyes, and yarn B number 4-weight yarn in the colors Violet and Hot Grape. And last but not least, look at this beautiful butterfly doily by Bag O' Day. It's a YouTube tutorial, the Pineapple Butterfly Doily. Now, Margaret tells us that she did go up a few hook sizes, which you can do with doilies, we all know that, to a 5.5mm hook, and she used yarn B number 4 weight yarn in the colorway Hot Grape. Absolutely gorgeous. Love every single make there, Margaret. Thank you so much. And your ball is Blue G47. You were very busy. Now, Caroline W. Caroline is continuing with her monthly bird theme. Oh my goodness, guys. Look at this hummingbird. So much love for him. So much love. Now, the YouTube tutorial is by Ada, A-D-D-H-A, Amigurumis. And I just think he's just perfect, guys. If you can, pause and zoom in on him. He's absolutely gorgeous. And Caroline, I love how you've put him in amongst the leaves there. Absolutely gorgeous. Thank you so much. And Caroline, your ball is Red Eye 22. Now, Diane S., she has sent in 2 things to us. So, the hippo square is from Repeat Crafter Me, and Diane is adding this to an animal square blanket that she's putting together, and she had already made some squares for our Made in Australia Cal 2025. Diane used Hobby Lobby yarn from her stash and a 5mm hook. Now, here you'll see a beanie, and this is going towards hat donations for Bumblebees Mountain Outreach for our friends KK and Kristen at K&K Crochet. I just love that. And Diane used Hobby Lobby yarn and a 5mm hook. Thank you so much, Diane, for sending in your makes to us. Now, your ball is White B4. And then we have our friend Corinne, who was our January Stitch Marker winner. Now, Corinne says this is the very first time that she's ever made a Divine hat. Well, okay, Corinne, all I can say is that I'm pretty sure it won't be your last one. Corinne used I Love This yarn in purple and a 6mm hook. Absolutely gorgeous. Thank you, Corinne, for sending that in to us. And your ball is Green 063. We're getting there, guys. Now, our friend Star Shelton has crocheted this super cute little octo for her local NICU. Star Shelton is hoping to make one for each birthstone colour each and every month to donate off to them. So thank you so much for sharing them with us and for being so kind to your local community. Now, your ball is Blue G51. And now our friend Missa Pippin has 3 makes for us. Okay, so yeah, Missa has sent in 3 makes, all using 100% acrylic yarn. For the first 2 4mm hook, and for her little snake she used a 4.5mm hook. Now you might remember these from last month. There's a continuing theme here. So the first one is a square, and it's the Willow Granny Square from a YouTube tutorial. I think it's very, very pretty. Now the second one, this is so cute. So this one Missa made last month as well, so she's using the colors from each birthstone. This is the Baby in the Pouch, is a paid for pattern from Etsy called Baby Dolls by Design, Horglada Design. So sweet. And number 3, we're going to be watching this snake grow each and every month. So for the snake, each month Missa is adding another part of him in the different colors. So another section. It is a paid for pattern by Crochet Code. Thank you so much, Missa, for sending them in to us. I'm looking so forward to seeing that snake grow, and all your other makes, of course. Now, Missa, your ball is, let me get it off my pad, Red Eye 16. Now, Sally from Nanny Moon's Crochet, our lovely friend Sally, has crocheted 3 beanies, a C to C, a camel stitch, which I don't believe I've done, Sally. I must add that to my crochet to-do list, and a plain double crochet one. That's all in US terminology. They're all in beautiful shades of purple, and they're all bag of day patterns. So thank you so much, Sally, for sending them in to us. Your ball is red, and it's I-17. Now, our friend Bella, our Bella's Crocheted Gifts, she is making squares for each and every month, using up all her scraps, and eventually she's going to put them all together and make a blanket for charity. I think that is super awesome. Bella is really good at making blankets, and she's very kind to her community as well. So thank you so much, Bella, for sending in your purple February square with a beautiful black border. It's going to make all those colors pop, right? Now, Bella, your ball is blue, which happens to be your favorite color, just by fluke, G50. And for Sally, when I drew out her ball, it was red, which I know is her mum's favorite color. Now, our friend Natasha at Hooks and Stitches is crocheting squares in the Birthstone colors and adding a brown border. So her and Nat T are on the same wavelength. Like I said, I would never have thought of brown, and it looks amazing. And I love brown. Now, Natasha has used Stylecraft Special DK in violet and Hobbycraft Women's Institute yarn in chocolate. She's using a 3.75 millimeter hook, and I think this is going to be such a beautiful blanket when you're finished. So, Natasha, your ball is yellow N36. We're nearly there, guys. Now, Marta H has made this beautiful little baby blanket with Red Heart ombre yarn in violet. It is a solid granny square, and it's joined together with a lovely shell stitch border. I always have difficulty saying that. It's just so sweet. Thank you so much, Marta, for sending that in to us. And your ball is white B2. Now, our friend Raylene, she's crocheted this gorgeous beanie and cowl set. The pattern is Stormy Waters. Absolutely gorgeous. I almost said I love the colour, but we all know how much I love all the colours for amethyst. Now, Raylene, your ball is Red Eye 19. And then our friend Natalie O, I just said, wow, I just love this beanie. Natalie crocheted this short row beanie by Crystal at Bag O Day, and you'll see 2 views of it, side and top. Natalie has made several of these beanies already and has donated them to her local charity. I think that's so kind of you. So many of you are using this cowl as, you know, a donation drive. I think that's awesome. Natalie, your ball is yellow N34. Now, our friend Mads from Cray and Crochet, this is so cute. So here you'll see socks. Mads Greyhound Fur Baby. He was hoping for a sip of coffee, only to discover it's a little coffee cup from the Crochet Cafe book. Needless to say, he was a little bit disappointed. That's okay. I know that Mads treats socks very, very well, and he's forever getting yummy treats. So thank you, Mads, for sending in your little make. Now, your ball is yellow N32. Our friend Helen R is crocheting dishcloths using up all her cotton scraps. I think that's brilliant. And I think, you know, you can use up like try out all different stitches too. And I'm wondering, is that the star stitch in this one? If not, or if it is, please let us know in the comments down below. And you'll have such a lovely collection of very pretty dishcloths by the end of this cowl. Thank you for sending them in, Helen. And your ball is red I8. Now, our friend Fee from Oz, she usually posts everything on Instagram, but she did get into me as an email this time. Thank you, Fee. You're amazing. So Fee is crocheting these super adorable little dinosaurs each month using the colours from our birthstones. And let's be real, he is seriously sweet. Did you see that face, guys? He's a little bit cheeky, but very, very sweet. Thank you, Fee, for sending him in to us. And your ball is green 061. And our friend Dawn crocheted this awesome case. I don't think it's all in the frame. I wish it was. So she made this awesome case, crocheted this awesome case to keep all her crochet supplies in there, just in one place. I absolutely love that. And did you guys, are we able to zoom in and see all those pretty stitch markers? Thank you so much, Dawn, for sending that in. I think that's a wonderful make. And Dawn, your ball is blue G59. Now, our friend Gina from Whiffleberry Crochet has crocheted a Valentine. So it's a Valentine owl. So a Valentine, the amethyst owl of love. Absolutely beautiful. Gina used mostly merino wool and a 6mm hook. The owl is based on the pattern from Complicated Knots. Gina did do a few tweaks of her own. Thank you so much for sending him in to us, Gina. And your ball is green 064. Now, our friend Heather sent in this month crocheted the Violet Granny Square from the 3D Granny Square book. Well, that's just perfect for amethyst, isn't it? Now, Heather used Premier Basics DK weight yarn in Sage and Lilac and used a scrap ball for the purple. It's a very pretty square. Thank you so much for sending that in to us, Heather. And your ball is blue G48. Now, our friend Marie has made two makes. Actually, two gorgeous shawls. Now, the first one is the Virus Shawl by Fibre Spider. Marie used Lion Brand Pound of Love in the colour Thistle, which is a mauve colour, not as grey as it looks in the photo, Marie tells us, because it was a bit dark when she took the photo. And because that's such a big ball of yarn, she made a second shawl, the Agatha Reading Shawl by Ophelia Talks. Now, Marie does tell us that she's made several of these Agatha's Reading shawls, and she tells us that they're easy, mindless, and very pretty. I've never made one, but I have to agree they are very pretty. Thank you for sending them in to us. And your ball is yellow N38. And last but not least, our friend Thea crocheted this purple people eater. I just love him. It's a purchased ad-free pattern, so you can get it for free, but Thea's purchased an ad-free pattern from hookedonpatterns.com, their website. I absolutely love him. I love that shade of purple, Thea. And his wings, did you guys see his wings on the back? They just look awesome. And the shaping in his body is fantastic. So Thea, thank you for sending him in. He actually made me smile, and I hope he made all of you smile. Now, Thea, your ball is red I24. And that's it, guys. All 40 entries. I cannot wait to pick a winner, but I will wait for a few more days because I'm hoping that I haven't missed anybody out. So come back in a few days' time, probably the end of the week. Today is the 2nd of March, so by Friday, I'd say after our next podcast, I will draw a winner. And then our friend Rose will be able to send out your stitch markers. Now, let's get set for March, because now we have to get on to our next make. So March's birthstone is the Aquamarine, and here is the little stitch marker, guys. It is a little butterfly. How beautiful is that? Okay, let me pop him down. So the Aquamarine can range from blue, green to sky blue. So dig into your yarns, anything that resembles something like that, go for it. We are very flexible here, and I just want to say that we all have yarn we need to use, so as long as it's close enough, it's good enough. So the name Aquamarine comes from the Latin words aqua meaning water and marine meaning sea. It symbolizes youth, health and hope. What a beautiful birthstone. So in advance, everyone that is celebrating their birthday in March or has loved ones or friends celebrating March, I hope you have an amazing time. You know, you're spoiled and you know all your wishes and dreams do come true. So thank you each and every one of you for joining us today. I know that you all oohed and ahed. I certainly did. It takes me quite a while to get through all those emails because I really do enjoy reading everyone's, you know, what they've made and seeing all their photos and zooming in. I absolutely love it. If I haven't responded to your emails, as you can see, I've got them here and I will get to some of them. There have only been a few. And if I haven't included you today, get on to me. So that's it, guys. I need to say goodbye now so we can get started on our next make. I'm going to find a solid color that falls in that color range. And I can't wait to add it to my blanket because it is a super squishy blanket and I'm absolutely loving it. So once again, thank you for joining us today, and everyone that's just cheering us on, you are amazing. Thank you for coming and joining us. I'm going to take a sip of this coffee now because I haven't stopped talking for almost 35-40 minutes. So until I see you all very soon, take care everyone. Bye bye for now.